Final Fantasy VII Remake. How are you doing, guys? Wow. What a trailer that was last week. Man, I have not stopped hyping. It has been echoing and vibrating through my very being. And believe me, the last thing I wanted to do was be away to do this follow-up video. As long as I have been. But my house is currently getting torn apart to smithereens. So I'm here now and we have got so much to discuss. I cannot articulate enough how in love that new trailer made me. I don't know whether it's just because I'm a certified FF7 fanboy. It's true, I can't deny it, I'm proud. But there was something magical in that trailer. And I feel like this shot here and why I'm bringing up first was what really encapsulated that Square Enix. It really showed me how above and beyond they're going. That this reimagining really is just that, a reimagining. That Square Enix are looking to take things to the next level, paint things and portray things in a way that we couldn't see them before. What really stood out to me massively was the faces. Kitase and Nomura, when they said that faces and the characters' bodies and their body language would be used to tell a whole other tale. It really did, and we'll be getting onto the screen that really showed that, but this right here, wow, this is harrowingly bleak. So like a bit of a twat, I thought this was the train graveyard. I mean, I was over hyping off my nips when I saw this. In fact, I think Twitch even tweeted this out. All right, I'll actually start the video with this. So this is Twitch. It made me chuckle because, yeah. Here we go.
Oh my gosh,
got some reactions. Pretty hyped, but fairly professional still. Then we got the dude again. Kind of professional.
I don't even have any words.
Other than the beeps, but you know they look like normal humans. And then there's.
What did I just see? Holy.
I truly am a professional. Oh, I've made it. I've made it. That's how this trailer made me feel. That's how it made me react. But this shot in particular here, I don't know. There was something elegant about it. This scene right here, besides who we know is down there, to Aerith and Tifa, I even think Marlene's down there. And just look at the sun coming up, the way it panned. It was so beautiful. Now, is it a little bit spoilery? Yeah, sure, definitely. I mean, it's probably one of the most significant events to happen in this first episode. But still, regardless, we've seen it now, and there was just something almost like art about this shot. You know, it kind of reminds me of the Kingsglaive movie. You know, at the end with like Fallen Insomnia, and you've got Nyx and Drowus there at the end. Like, it's got that kind of harrowing, hollowing out your heart with a ice cream scooper kind of feel. Yet at the same time, it's just such an incredibly beautiful shot. And when we just compare that to what the original was, just a wall of steel grey metally clumps, this is really going above and beyond. This just blows my mind away. Oh, summons, guys. The Shiva. Wow. I mean, again, faithful as hell. And I suppose this still is. This is what I got from the trailer. Faithful down to a T of the original. And yet still just being reimagined. I mean, look at like the head dress or headpiece, even the thing on the forehead, the earrings, the bells, the whistles, the bits, the doodads, just epic. And this is what really stood out to me, guys. Like, this is where 30 years of tech has come. Like, nothing stands out more to me than this Elezen looking Shiva lass. I'm loving it. I was not expecting to see summons. But yeah, 30 years of tech. Like, I think we often become desensitized to how far technology has come. I kind of blame a lot of AAA games, especially movies. I'm looking at you, Marvel. You know, they cram so much CGI and special effect and, you know, tech into all that we see now. I think we just kind of become a bit indifferent to it. But for me, this makes it stand out more than anything. And I think it's because, like, I was genuinely mind blown by that old Shiva back when I was 11. Summons blew my mind. Like, I genuinely was in awe, I remember, of how good they looked. And now, to see us go from this to this, my God. My God. What an age we live in where such can be recreated. And talking of so Mark Hamill playing Dawn Corneo. Mark Hamill, people. Wow. So this is really quite a casting. And, you know, we know Mark Hamill can do crazy. And that's what I'm loving about him playing Dawn Corneo. Because this guy is a deviant. There is no level. There is no price he will not pay or length he will go to get his kicks. This guy is an animal. He will go pretty far to get his jollies off. I mean, thinking about like disc 3, whatnot, he's even willing to tie up an underage girl, a highly trained assassin, bring in millions of gil of biological weapon monster tech to try to protect his tasties. Like, Dawn Corneo gets the nuts towards the end of the game, and see, like, think of Mark Hamill delivering that. But all in all, love the design. It's different, not a blonde mohawk. There's no like love tattoo, I don't think, on the side of his head, but still definitely gross. Like, he is a gross man. But even just like the way, like the hood, the fur on the hood, the way that was moving in the trailer, and the quiffy hair, just incredible what Unreal Engine is delivering with this remake. Like, everything looked so polished, and I don't know why, I feel so surprised. I actually feel surprised. I think there was always a part of me that thought this remake was somehow, not to say I still can't, I mean it still could, but I don't know, if I'm being really honest, I think there was something in me that really thought this was going to be a flopper, and it wasn't going to really carry. But just from that trailer alone, that has totally transformed that fear, and that slight unvoiced worry into just pure hype, baby. So there we go, Dawn Corneo, people. Now this Ifrit, wow, the same as Shiva, just mind-boggling, faithful. He's got like the hairy Ifrit chest, and he kind of does the similar attacks. Looks a little bit like a Kuma. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I've got to go check out the TGS trailer that had some of the summons actually in combat being shown off, and just summons being active in combat. Yes! Yes! I was so scared that Square Enix were going to go over the top with the summons again. OTT like they did with 15, like they did with 13. This whole time I was thinking, oh, they're going to be visually impressive, but are they going to be useful in combat? And while I've not seen whether they will or won't, the fact that they are tied in mechanically into the active battle, I bet they will. And I'm just so excited for that. Now, this next one. Oh, probably the tidiest, most bang tidy, neat character model of them all. It goes out to Reno here. Woo! I mean, he is looking good. I mean, it looks like they've slapped on an extra 10-15 pounds of muscle onto the spider monkey. And just the way he entered, I don't know if that was like a new Turk theme, but and the fight with Cloud in the church, they are going to try to make Reno, I mean, I don't even know if they need to make. I think that this guy is going to be a show stealer. He is looking good. He is going to be a fan favorite, absolutely. I mean, just where he has come as a character in terms of his visuals. I mean, you got like a 2 out of 10 on the far side, you know, a 9 out of 10 in Advent Children Reno, and then we just got to turn me into Swiss cheese and do what you like with me out of 10. Oh, I mean, I may have a man crush here. I have a man. He is looking great. So Reno, people, oh man, there's gonna be so many fan fictions about him after this. So this was nice. This change in the President Shinra concept from being easily within gun range. Well, I'm like, Barrett, why don't you just shoot this guy's ass? The head honcho is right there. Barrett, don't shoot him. I always thought that was strange back in the day. So to see it in the hologram form, and it's gone that similar thing that FF13 did. I think Bartandalus had this scene where he's in huge sort of holographic projection form, and it's intimidating. It's awesome. Definitely adds to the sinisterness. Sinisterness? Is that what it is now? The sinisterness of Shinra, the fact that he has like those tech, like they come in and they create the hologram. And yeah, I like it. It's kind of leaning into that technological gangster metropolis kind of vibe, and it really does that so well. So that is great. I can't wait to see that. Rude, my boy. I'm so glad that Rude actually got some extra scene away from Reno. Now, I don't think that ever happens. Like, the only time we ever really encounter Rude alone in the original, I think it's when we take the Shinra elevator and sort of Rude comes in and it gets real awkward real quick. But this was different. This scene where he's at, it looks like the train graveyard. Or maybe I'm just calling everything the train graveyard. But there was something very interesting in the way it then transitioned into the combat with the cloud throw, which was priceless. I never noticed how many piercings this guy has. Like, so many. There's a bit of a meme cycling around on him right now. I'll see if I can find it. This is what the Peasant gear sent me. Hello, Aerith, we're here too. Wait a minute. Those eyes. God damn, they're beautiful. Alright, here we go. Song. Okay, these are the many renditions of song. In fact, this isn't even all of them. I think there's Before Crisis, but you know, we got Captain Stern on the end, and we got Fuzzy Stern. I never really liked the Crisis Core model. Basically, the newest song is definitely looking like the best. And just, again, even with this, you can kind of get this subtle emotional vibe. Like the subtleties in the expressions, in the way that the eyebrows, the cheeks, the nose, the eyes, even sort of the parting of the lips. I think even like Cloud's eyes were dilating in the very tasty, is it next up? Tasty, this scene, which we'll get back to in a minute. But just so much expressiveness in these. And we never saw this scene before where Song goes and gets Aerith. Like, we just see her kidnapped on the helicopter. But like the way he says, oh, Aerith, you've taken us on a merry chase. And you kind of get this stern yet concerned expression come off of it. I don't know. I think I'm so buried into reading this trailer. But it's just so beautiful. Like, it is absolutely retelling story. I think Song looked absolutely amazing. Oh, now this dude. Who is this dude? An elite soldier personality. He's got this sword like I've kind of shown here. Zack once carried this sword. I think it's just like a regular second or third soldier training blade. But then this guy comes. He's hot and he's fiery. He's sassiolous. And he's got a Shinra label on the side of his bike. Now, I don't know who this guy is going to be. Whether he's just going to be like another Loki. You know, like Loki from 15. He could just be another Loki. He could be something more. I don't know. But I think it's really awesome, a concept of bringing in elite personalities, like actual other threats in the organizations we need to be worried of. I'd like to see some for Soldier. I'd like to see some for Shinra grunts. I'd love to see the threats that we deal with in this game expanded. And this guy, you know, some other people have said that maybe he isn't just a rando. Is he someone like Kunzel? Or I think it was Luxier. Two of Zack's old friends. I mean, it's purely speculation. There's no way of us knowing whether it's Kunzel or Luxier. Would I like it to be some character we've known in the previous compilation? Sure, I think it would be pretty cool, awesome to see a character like that. And definitely just because what Crisis Core did so well, and even aspects of Dirge Cerberus, is it showed that all of these people working for Shinra, they still have personalities, they still have lives, they still have, by Zack's own admission of what a soldier needs, dreams of their own. And Cloud and Zack were once both soldiers, so was Sephiroth. And I think seeing that more relatable aspect of people who work for Shinra, you know, seeing them either loyal or faithful, or indeed seeing them as they have their doubts and they might look to convert or switch or betray Shinra, which this guy could be here. Either way, showing a more relatable aspect, it'd be really cool to see that and maybe get assistance or help. Because I feel like that often gets left off. Yeah, a lot of people have said that this would be cool to like herald to Zack, but again, how much Zack will or should be involved in this remake, I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below what you think, but I've got to blast through these or I will be here all day. Woohoo! They're doing the parachute scene. They couldn't wait until part 3. They're bringing it out. I just want to fangirl emphatically over how much Jessie is starring. Like the burn rubber, he's a keeper. Like, there's so much dialogue from Jessie that we've seen. And she just looks so good. It's just, I'm such a happy little boy right now. This is what it's all about, guys. It's not about adulting. This is about little boys, happy little boys, and I'm one of them right now. Square Enix have clearly gone digging around for the money shots, the money moments, and this parachuting over this beautiful, incredible city. You know, the panning on the destruction, the way that the NPCs, the world interacts, like all of it's just got such an aliveness, a freshness to it. A whole new creative direction, like a complete overhaul to bring it to life as a new kind of art form, an art form within its own right, you know, separate from the original. And I think we've kind of bemoaned this aspect of what Square Enix a lot of fans have, sort of when Nomura and Kitase have said they want to create a new masterpiece, they want to go above and beyond, they want to try to push their limits, they don't want to be replicating the directors that they were and the stuff they accomplished back in 1997. They want something new, and they're kind of aiming for it to attempt to trump the original. Now, to most of us, that's like, oh, ridiculous, mate. But they're trying, and I love that. I think it takes a whole lot of boldness, and just when we see scenes like this, which is something new that didn't happen in the original, when we hear about how the infiltrating the missions will be different, already seen like different characters, all of this is so hit and miss in terms of whether it will work. Like even the voice actors, like not getting the old voice actors who have always done the compilation stuff, because they want it to stand entirely on its own merit, with no over-emphasizing or over-leaning on the previous games in the compilation. That takes an awful lot of bravery, and love it or hate it, I'm enjoying that Square Enix going in that direction, because it's just oh. Oh. Meow, Aerith, meow. Oh, she looks good. She looks so good. I mean, this shot right here, I don't know why. This could bring me to my knees. And I mean, just again, the detail that we're seeing, let me get this into frame. I really cannot emphasize or overemphasize like the little charm on the little feet. That's such a cute addition, like the same necklace, but the fireworks and I don't know how fireworks getting fired in a city that has an upper plate. I don't know how that works exactly, but the fireworks popping behind Aerith, and just this scene was the one where the eye contact, the subtle nuances of the eye contact between Cloud and Aerith. He's obviously got the horn on for Aerith. Horn, crush, stay classy, Pez. You can obviously see he's attracted to Aerith, again, just from the faces, and that's telling a whole other story. But what really gets me, this plat right here. Look at it. Look at this thing. Like, Square really went like far for even like Luna Freya's hairstyle, but this was moving and bouncing in action, and I mean, just look at it compared to the original. This Aerith plat is so detailed. It's the love triangle, guys. It's going next level. It really is. So as you've already seen, Toads in 1997, 2019. This Toad has a Buster Sword, and just look at it in all its slimy, glistening, detailed glory. Like the fingers and the stripes and the patterns and the colours and even some of the lighting on this frog. I mean, whoa, my God, there is no small level of detail that you cannot go to in this trailer. Like, there's no aspect of it you can't look at and not be somewhat impressed by the visual overhaul and reimagining that is happening. I mean, it truly is astounding. And this I had to take a picture of, because this was another really nice little detail. And it's all the small ones that, frankly, when I first watched the trailer, I did not see. They just passed over me. But this, like, Cloud goes to move his sword, he gets it, like, jammed in, I think, like a ceiling or something. An epic detail, because that sword is ridiculous. It should get jammed every now and then. So that was really nice. But come on, guys. Come on down to Big Bro's gym, get your wig, and get real slim, even though these guys are all on roids. This is going to be so fun. Another way to say it. I don't know why Tifa's here, though. I mean, she's typically not around at this part of the game. I don't know whether you can come back and try it with other characters, but at this point it's usually just Cloud and Aerith trying to get Cloud in his cross-dressing gig. Obviously she should be with the Don. Oh, but even this gym's detail, again, like you see a guy kickbox a bag in the back, and he kind of goes to kick it and he falls off balance. I don't know what's happening with this person, if they hurt their groin, but either way, there is so much happening in the background. There is so much aliveness, so much character. I can't even imagine how these dudes are going to speak, if they're going to speak the same way they did here. This whole scene is so ridiculous. All 4 wigs. So there we go. Big Bro's gym. God damn, those eyes are beautiful. So now this was Heli Gunner, I think it was. Heli Gunner, 100 Gunner. I think this turns into a helicopter as well, if my memory serves, sort of when we're escaping the Shinra mansion, and we've got Nanaki with us now. We're on the elevator. We fight this bugger, and look at it. Look at, again, the faithfulness, but the level of detail. The scratches, the dents, like even these bolts, there's different colouring on these bolts, and the doodads, the bells, the whistles, the guns. I mean, just like the God Scorpion boss, there's cutscenes and intros, and I'm sure there's phases. The boss fights. This being another one. Now, all these boss fights, the thing I really want to question, and it might be out there, I don't know if the 45-minute TGS presentation already cleared this up, so let me know if it has. But is there a chance we could be instancing into combat? Instancing. Because the reason I say it is Aerith's church is hard to see, and I mean, what a nice rendition of the church is. I don't know where all the pews are, and that's what made me think, are these locations that we're fighting in combat actually what they're going to look like in the real game, or are these instanced arenas that we're going to fight in? And we're actually going to have like a transition, because I love transitioning. Final Fantasy 7, the now, of course, it's kind of technologically redundant now, like we don't need instancing into battle, we can do it in real time. But I've always thought it would be really cool if they did a stylized transition into an environment that's really sustainable for this kind of combat system that we're going to have. And that could really be changing up, guys, because Nomura even recently announced turn-based combat. That is going to be a turn-based combat version. So if you don't like active battle, if you don't like hack and slash, or whatever exactly we would describe this as, because it's already got like a nice conglomeration, you know, kind of a wait mode element where you can do tactical based inputs and commands, strategizing. Okay, so here it is. The Final Fantasy 7 Remake will get a turn-based classic mode. Players who prefer to play the game in classic mode will not have to worry about the action side of the combat system and can instead focus on selecting commands, making it possible to play the remake as if it were a classic menu-based RPG. Right at the bottom here it says we got a glimpse at both easy and normal modes from the in-game options. I really hope there's more than just easy and normal. I don't know why Square Enix keep leaving off the hard. They did it with 13. It's really aggravating. In-game options, and Katase-san then showed us a new combat mode named Classic Mode. And here it is. Here it is. I don't know if you can see it. Easy, normal, and classic. Right in the far side. Wow, I think that's really clever. I think that's actually going to appeal to quite a few people. Will I dabble if it gives me an option to switch mid-game? Sure. But as cool as that is, I am actually kind of interested to play this combat system in its new format. But yeah, so this area kind of doesn't have the pews and the fighting. And then I noticed it with this. This doesn't look like your typical region that we would see in the game. This doesn't look like we're going to be walking down the street and we'll walk into this place. You know, it's absence of NPCs, which makes me think, is this happening in an instanced separate arena? And if it is, if we can get that, if we can get it similar to like 13, you notice how 13 so smoothly transitioned and it felt badass. I think it will have both the nostalgia, the epicness, and we kind of see it here as well. Like you see Reno and Cloud. I don't think this is at the top of the plate after the plate collapsed. Or there's not like a main computer grid here that Reno blows. It could be. But similar to here again, you got this Eligor. So this mob confused a shitload of people to think it was Odin. Eligor. And look at the reimagining on it is nuts. I don't know if Square Enix have decided to turn this Eligor into a boss of some sort. But if regular mobs, if there's going to be a hell house that has this kind of effort put into it, including, again, a cutscene that comes in, like this is a cutscene that's happening. And that's made me really wonder, like, is this just a boss, or is it again? We're instancing into a new environment, and even mobs have kind of cutscene intros into the fight. That seems like that would be a hell of a lot of work. It's just so bang tidy. So tidy. But not as tidy as this menu. Ooh, this flashed up for like a split second. I think it was during the 45-minute viewy thingy. Again, I've not seen that all the way through. Look at those avatars. Look at them. I don't know if this is a final version. It may well be. I think it probably will at this stage. But we've got battle settings, enemy report, magic item status, save load, and system. Battle leader, locked onto cloud, which I assume we'll be able to change. I don't know if there's like a PHS that we'll be able to swap our 3-man party into, probably. And you kind of see in the background like a bit of what looks like Mako reactor. So I don't know if the menu kind of adapts to the environment that you're in that way. But either way, I just thought this was a super neat, tidy, awesome looking menu. And there we go, guys. Oh, it's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. I mean, I totally forgot who made this. Thanks so much. But this is really something else. Just from one trailer alone, that really encapsulates how magical that trailer was to see. And just how good this game is looking. It's looking so good. Unreal Engine, wow. Square, wow. Characters, wow. FF7 Remake, wow. Everything is looking so good right now, and I feel so much more confident in what Square Enix have made. A very scary, confused, dark, weird kind of release schedule. I didn't know. I thought this was all going into a bloody nosedive. I thought the remake was having a tailspin, but wow, I just can't imagine when this game is out the number of incredible looking models and shots and community interactions and videos, and what this might branch off into, and what it's going to just do for FF7 as a whole. Like all of the fan fictions, all of the artworks, all of the Facebook groups and Discord groups. It's all coming back to life. This 1997 game that somehow has still had such an active, lively community for 30 years. And this is all coming back. I can't even, guys. I can't. All right, well, we're done. So, all right, these two are from another video I'm bringing out on FF10 Dreams. That video has been ready for days. But of course, this remake came wholly unexpected just before TGS. I've got some TGS stuff to watch, but there we go, guys. That's just my little breakdowns and comparisons for you to see. Wow, where tech has come. We really are on a tech curve. It always blows my mind to see just how steep, well, I'll see if I can find a chart or something, just how steep we are advancing in terms of technologies as a race. Like, it's getting exponential every year. When it's moving at that kind of pace and there's no projections or estimations for it to stop, but to keep continually ramping up, even over the course of this remake. Like, it doesn't even matter, the 1997, even over the course of this, if it is a 3-parter, 3 full games, will definitely go into the PS5. We are going to see advances. We're going to see things get taken above and beyond what we're already seeing. It's going to get evolved out, and oh god, it's just magical. It's magical, and it's so excited that it's now started. So thank you so much, guys. I want to know what you thought in the comment section below. What really stood out? What really captured it from this trailer for you personally? I mean, for me, again, it was just the way that the shots were just elegantly yet beautifully handled. There was like this creative, artistic element that I could see kind of permeating this trailer, where the visuals were leaning in heavily into the way that the story and the themes were being presented. And if that can carry across into the entire game, we are in for some magic, baby. Some real FF7 magic. But I want to know what you guys think. Until the next video, goodbye!